It all starts around 3 summers ago, where with my family we decide we go to America to visit family. So we're in America, everything's fine. One day, my mom's like, "Oh, I want to visit a few friends. Let's visit them in New Jersey. I like the beach over there." So we take like a two
Let's go
hours.
to the beach. Beach. Sorry.
Interrupt my story one more time, and I swear to God, I will find you and I will.
Well, I'd like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, back to it. And so then we're in New Jersey. We're at the beach, and everything's going fine, except for one small little factor. I don't know if you've noticed, but I might be ginger. I don't know. I know sometimes like people just don't really like notice it, but I am a ginger at heart. So what does that mean for the beach in summer? That means we need sunscreen. Did the ginger want to put on sunscreen? No. So here we are. There were three girls there because they're from like my mom's friends, and so we're chilling here on the beach. We'll put hair for the girls and a ginger Robin over here. Back then, he used to not go to the gym and was small, so we'll put him like this. And so we're having fun on this beach here. It's all with sand and ice, and the sun's like over here. This sun this day 7 hours was very very strong, very very strong sun. And we're talking, I've been out on this beach for 5 hours. At some point, I felt my skin burning, and I thought to myself, do you know what's a good solution to my skin burning? Going into the water. So that's what I do. Robin, little boy right here. How do I select? So, little Rob.
Callie missed the form check that you did
Oh, you go
with
to the
drag
gym?
sync.
I go. You kidding? She literally said kidding.
Didn't read that.
Exactly. Thank you. So that's okay. That hurt. That's fine. So here little Robin goes, and now he's here at the beach, and he goes swimming. He has fun. Blah 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 blah. The girls also come at some point. We're all having fun in the beach. Blah 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 blah. Everything's fine. At some point, Robin gets out. So he gets out, and he's like, this is weird. My skin still burns. Surely, just going back into the water will help. And so I go back, go out, go back, go back, go back. Like on repeat, like what you usually do at a beach. Just I don't have sunscreen. So we get at the end, and I'm like, And so then I go to the girls, at some point I'm like, hey, like, how are you doing? Like, where are we gonna go eat
Hey,
tonight? Blah
shoddy.
blah. But no. They're like family to me. So we're like, here,
Okay.
hey, everything's good. And then they're like, the little reenactment here. They're like, Robin. I'm like, yeah, what's up? Like, why make that face? Like, come on, it's just me. You know me. I know I'm ginger, but like, we've been over this. Like, it's not that bad. They look at me again. They're like, there's no way. I'm like, okay, now you're starting to scare me. What's up? They look at me and they say, bro, you're as red as a lobster. I'm like, bro, I know my hair is red. Like, you don't gotta emphasize it. Like, chill. I get it. I have ginger hair. Like, it's okay. You've known me for a long time. Just chill. They're like, no, not your hair. I'm like, what else is red? Your skin. I'm like, so I look down. And like, I'm colorblind. I don't see like differences in red and green. So I look down. I'm like, it doesn't seem that red to me. And they're like, Robin, if you put a lobster and you next to each other, you'd be the same person. I'm like, oh, that bad? So now I'm like, go to my mom. My mom's like, same thing. She's like, the fuck did you do? I'm like, sunscreens for pussies. I regretted that statement very, very fast.
No way he said that.
And so then there we are. We're going back. We're in the car. Every time I put my back to the car, I'm like, ah! But then it slowly cools down, and I'm like, okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. We get back home to New York, like to the house where my family lives at. So there I am, and I go to bed, or so he thought. Turns out, staying 5 hours in the sun as a ginger does bring some consequences. Does bring some consequences. These consequences were dire. Namely, Robin did not sleep that night. Why? So here he is on his mattress, and he's trying to sleep here like this. with a blanket, and everything's good. So he tries to sleep. First of all, he lays down. It hurts like fuck, and then you're like, this bad. But at some point, like you calm down, and you start to shut your eyes, and at some point you wake up in the night. I'm like, okay, I'm up now. I guess it's time to go back to sleep. Everything hurts. I'm like, okay, it hurts quite a lot, and I'm like, wait, but I'm somehow like I'm cold. I'm very fucking cold. And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm very cold. And so I try to take the blankets, doesn't help. Then then I go take a shower because I'm so cold and I'm like, I need a shower. After I put hot water, very bad idea, on my skin, I'm like, okay, now I'm warm again. I can go to bed. I go back into bed. It hurts even more now. Putting my skin on and thing. I'm like, oh shit, oh shit. Now I'm not cold anymore. Now I'm burning. I'm burning up. This is me right now, right? Like I'm burning. I'm actually like burning, like 99 degrees Fahrenheit here. I'm burning up. So I go back to the shower. This I'm a cold shower, and so I continue doing this, and I don't sleep for 5 hours. Then at some point I'm like, okay, fuck this shit. This is bad. Time to get help. So I asked my parents, yo, remember those 5 hours at the beach? Well, my bad, my bad. That was a mistake. And then they're like, okay, we'll get some aloe vera. Aloe vera, godsend. But at the same time, like, I needed 15 bottles a day. Point is, what happens is I get third degree burns. Now, this wouldn't have been such a problem because I wasn't like a family house, except for the fact that my parents had planned a Puerto Rico trip. So we go to Puerto Rico with third degree burns. Till then, all goes good. We have fun in Puerto Rico, as much fun as I can have. I stay in the car most of the time because I literally have like bubbles on my skin, on my shoulders, and bubbles on my back. So I literally cannot go outside. I cannot stay in the sun. So I stay inside the whole time, and then it works pretty well until we get to the way back. The famous wrong flight. This is where the story. This was just like the pretext of the story. We get to the airport in Puerto Rico. It's an okay airport. Not much to say to it. As Robin does, as Robin do, Robin first thought is after getting past security, I want to go to the gate and I want to sit there and be on my phone. So Robin goes to the gate. He finds his little stool. Still has a t-shirt and like a sun hat on and sunglasses because bro cannot be seen by the sun at all. So he sits here, and my parents, using me as of course the dude, they decide to leave all their bags. So I have like all the carry-on bags. So I've got like 4 bags here, maybe 5 with mine. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I've done this before. This shit's easy to me. I know my shit. I know my shit. So this all works out until something happens.
What happened, Robin?
Robin looks up, and what does he see? He sees.
What did you see?
Okay, shut up. Don't ruin my story. And so then he sees here the time, and I knew that my flight was at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Now you might think to yourself, what is 5 p.m. in other? It's 17, right? Okay, Robin did not think like that. I look up here and I see a 5, and I see boarding. I'm like, oh shit. Boarding is gonna be hard to write. Boarding. I'm like, oh shit. I gotta get on this flight because it's boarding right now. And so then I'm like, choom, 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 choom. I go to the gate. They look at me with 15 different bags because I thought my parents would be too late right now and they wouldn't make the flight. So I'm here. I'm carrying all these bags, and I go up to the gates and I'm like, yo, here's my passport. Here's my boarding pass. Let me on. She's like, okay. She takes my boarding pass. She's like, that's kind of weird. You have way too many bags. I'm like, yeah, my parents are coming. I think they're gonna make it too late. It's fine. I'll just wait in the. I'll wait in the airplane. And so I send them a message and everything in Puerto Rico, which costs a fortune. And so they're like, okay, well, you can go in. They scan my boarding ticket. It works. I go into the plane. Quick transition. Now we're in this like tunnel thing. Like right before you get into the plane, you're like in this tunnel thing. And so here I am. I got all my bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and like 6. So I'm right here. I'm carrying all these bags, and I'm like, damn, where the fuck are my parents? I'm starting to stress. Like people are in front of me. We're all boarding the plane slowly, and then I get to the door. To this door, like where the plane starts. And I'm like, okay, this is too weird. Something's wrong. Like I know my dad. My dad, first of all, if he even sorry, you can't actually see it. Like I know my dad. Like my dad would never in a million years miss a flight. Like that would like just for him that would just be a waste of money. And so
Not only for him a waste of money, big.
and so then I'm like, okay, this is getting very very weird. And I do the thing that saved me a trip to Orlando, and that is namely, I asked one of the how they called the flight attendants. Yeah, weird question, but just to be sure, this flight goes to New York, right? She looks at me. She's like, New York? No, 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 no. This flight goes to Orlando. I'm like, must have heard you wrong. I'm pretty sure my flight goes at 5 p.m. and it's 5 p.m. right now, and it goes to New York, right? At gate 23. Sir. I'm like, yeah, what's up? She looks at me. She's like, it's not 5 p.m. I'm like, I take out my phone. I'm like, oh shit, it's 3:40. And so then I'm in front of this thing, and I'm like, oh, what do I do now? Like they scanned my boarding pass and everything, but that wasn't really wasn't a problem. I just went back to the gate, and I waited 2 more hours. So at some point, my parents come back, and they're like, Robin, why the fuck did you send me a message telling us that it's boarding? It's not even 5 yet. I'm like, my bad, my bad. And so I excuse
That's
myself. I excuse myself. Now you might ask, how the hell was Robin this stupid to almost go on the wrong flight? Well, it all starts back to a certain thing that I told you guys about, namely the time. On the thing, on like the screen here, it said 5, but it didn't really say 5. It said 15. Okay, but I didn't see the 1 because for some reasons maybe a head was blocking it or something. So I didn't see the 1, and so I'm thinking to myself, I have to board. So that's what I did, and so that's how Robin ended up on a plane about to take off to Orlando. There you go. Now I did manage to save it, and the craziest part is that you can have a boarding ticket of any flight, I guess, and be able to scan it and take any flight anywhere. That's kind of wild, but yeah, that's a prelude of this story. Hope you enjoyed, Callie, my bad. And yeah, that's the story. The boarding ticket working is crazy. That's what I thought to myself. I was like, "There's no way this is supposed to work," and it's not supposed to, but it did. So we learn things every day, huh?